What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Jamie. So, I want to share a story with you guys of something that happened to me because it seems to be very common among our race. So, I had the privilege of speaking at a blind support group, and the speech went really well. I had positive feedback, but what stood out to me was I had a conversation with an older lady who is fully blind, and she's been blind for some decades or whatever. And we had a conversation, and she asked about how I became blind. I shared my story with her, and her remark was, "Oh, so you're one of those people." Now, in more I talked to her, it came about from the understanding of her comment saying, "You're one of those people," and everything else she said. She basically felt like I didn't deserve to be among her group of individuals because they were fully blind and have been blind for years, and here I am only partially blind. And she felt like I didn't share some of the same struggles that they went through. So, first off, what I want to tell you guys is anytime someone tell you those people, that is a negative, derogatory, racist remark. Those people never means anything good, especially when the conversation is already in a negative tone and a negative manner. So don't ever let nobody say those people, because that is not who you are. You're not those people. You have an identity outside of those people. Now, when she's saying like her struggles and what they went through, I don't believe that everybody's struggle is greater than the next, because it's not. We all struggle, and it can take a toll on us in so many ways. I feel like I've struggled, and I struggled really hard trying to deal with the fact of being blind. I haven't been blind as long as she have, but this short amount of time, I feel like I have struggled a lot, a tremendous amount of hardships and challenges that I had to face with adapting to this new life change. So I don't feel like she had the right to say, "Oh, you're one of those people," because we're not the same. When in reality, if I wanted to speak out and say something negative, I feel like my struggle is greater than her struggle if I wanted to go there, because of the simple fact I know what I'm missing. I've only been blind since the age of 25. I'm only 31 years old. Therefore, I know what it is to drive and then not drive, to have independence and not have independence, to not be able to do some of the activities that all my friends and family do. Like, I know what I'm missing. So I feel like my hardship is greater than hers if I wanted to point out any negativity or say if I was better than her on the level of what people have suffered from. But this type of discrimination amongst our people and amongst our population happens on a daily day basis. Now, I never expect to be discriminated against the blind community or against the disabled community, because we're all are disabled and we're all are blind. Nobody's disability is greater than the next. Everybody suffer in their own way with their disability. So it took me by surprise to be discriminated against amongst my own community. Now, I feel like this is something that happens all the time. This is the new normal, because we not only show discrimination with that type of population, but we do it to each other. A lot of times in the black community, that's all people do is discriminate against each other, because we have, some of us are light skinned, some of us are dark skinned, some of us are brown caramel complexion, some of us have long hair, short hair, some of us are skinny, some of us are chunky, some of us are big, and some are, have big butts or whatever. So it's like We discriminate against our own community when we say, oh, I think I'm better than that person because I'm light skinned, or I think I'm better than that person because I'm dark skinned, or my hair is natural and she got to wear weave. Like, that's just something we do in our community all the time. And I feel like as African Americans, we are the most beautiful and strongest race out here. We are the only race that has been blessed with the gift to have all shades of blackness in all different shapes and sizes. So we shouldn't discriminate against each other. We should embrace each other and let everybody know you're loved no matter what you look like on the outside or what type of disability you have, because we're all the same. We struggle the same. We walk the same. We talk the same. We eat the same. We work the same. It's like it's a never ending battle. So why should we discriminate against one another because of what we look like on the outside, or because we haven't been blind for this many years and we're not totally blind? Like, that's not fair. Especially when you look at people like our president Donald Trump, or Gucci, or all these other brands and companies out here who discriminate against black people on a day-to-day basis and against other minorities. We should come together and stand up to Donald Trump and other racist idiots out here instead of discriminating against one another. Like, it's not fair that we have to take racism from our own group of people and also go out into society and feel the racism from people like Donald Trump. Because it's not fair and it's not right. So my advice to everyone today is just stop the discrimination against our own kind. Love our own kind and stand up for our rights. We have to be able to fight the ones who truly deserve to be talked about. And those are the ones who continue to bash us on an everyday basis. Not our own people, because we struggled enough. We have come from slavery and racism. We should not still continue to be putting our own people back into something that happened hundreds of years ago. It's not fair and it's not right. So stop the discrimination, stop the stereotype, stop judging, and stop being prejudiced against your own people. Love yourself and love the skin you're in. Love the skin that they're in. And especially stop the discrimination against among the disabled population, because as disabled people, we have enough to deal with on an everyday basis. We should not have to go to a support group and feel discriminated against because our degree of our disability is not your degree of your disability. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you learned a valuable lesson from my story. And remember, if nobody else loves you, know that I love you and you're beautiful no matter what. And keep things moving in a positive direction. Thank you.